Hey everyone, Derpy here, back with another Battle Pirates video. This is the Retribution raid level 104 for near instant repair following this path. Actually, instant repair. I'm going to go ahead and get right into it with my Punisher Mark II fleet, partially upgraded, driving this thing, and at the end I'm going to show you the path again in more detail, as well as my build, my damage report, and any other things that you need to know. The general strategy for this target is to drive your back four ships as one stacked up with your Punisher Mark II, Atomic Punisher Mark II flagship as a tank just out about half ship length or one ship length in front of everything else. What this does is this lets all the enemy damage, which most of it, if not all of it, does splash damage. It lets all of it hit your tank. If it hits your tank and your tank is by itself, then it doesn't do any damage to your back four ships. There are some cases, particularly with the dual axial, coaxial radioactive turrets, that they do shoot at your back four ships, so you will take some damage on them, but it should be instant repair if you do this correctly. Most of the damage is targeted on your front ship, and you're also close enough, you're within a ship length, half a ship length, inside that little purple circle, so that you can get everything else buffed. Your U2 aura, your basic auras, all your ship or proximity buffs within 50 range, that little purple circle. If your flagship tank is inside them, then that gets buffed up. You saw that in this target, I started off going to the left there, swinging clockwise around everything, killing that first turret group, killing the second one, which I'm under right now, and then off to the far left side of the screen. That one's pretty tricky, and you have to beat your fleet up on this corner there, and maybe even only your flagship manages to hit that last radioactive turret furthest away. Once that's dead, you come back inside, your flagship is still leading, you go a little bit off to the right. You can see my X1 weapons are having an impact. That's what that glowing circle is there that's left by the arcs, and that's reducing some of the enemy damage that those turrets deal, among other things. Once I kill that group on the right, I go off to kill the one in the center, and then swing everything all the way around the left. It doesn't matter in this target if I miss hitting mines, but I avoid them instinctually. I guess it's good practice. And I go off and I kill this turret group, which is right in front of me right now. Once that one is dead, instead of swinging it off going straight forward or going to the left, I'm going to go down to the right of the target and avoid getting hit by anything else other than the turrets I'm about to take damage from. You should only engage every set of turrets once. And I'm going to go ahead and do that. You can stop perfectly fine in this particular target. There's no radioactive thing shooting at you. You can take your time, you can go easy, you can run over mines. You can see here my ship is still about half a length ahead, but it's still separated from everything else so that I don't take splash damage on the back four ships. You can see I have taken a little bit of damage, but with luck it will be under instant repair for the flag. I'm going around that island in a circle, going counterclockwise around that island, going through here, and I'm trying to target the turrets instead of the actual random buildings that are fluff and don't matter. Try and focus the turrets. I do have some ships upgraded. You'll see more of that at the end as when I show you the build and the path here drawn out on a picture. I'm killing the other buildings here, and then I'm going to move straight forward and kill the things that are shooting at me. And from here, I'd like to target the coaxial turrets over the ballistic turrets. From here, I'm going to go ahead and go off to the left to kill the final ballistic turret in that group. And then the left group is already shooting at me, so I'm going to kill those first. After those are dead, you might think you're done with the target. You're not. You still have two ballistic turrets in the bottom right of the target where I'm about to go. I'm going to go ahead and kill those pretty quickly, and if you're missing any other buildings, they should show up on your mini-map. The red dots that are on there right now for me are torpedo towers, not buildings. Or you can also just press S to find buildings on the map if you haven't killed them already. But that should be pretty easy. Let's go ahead and take a look at the battle report next and look at the ballistic radioactive damage taken. You can see that much more of the damage I took is radioactive, with a little bit being ballistic, which is sort of the damage makeup of this target. And that's not bad, but what kind of damage do we get? 11 minutes, 48 seconds. That's instant repair in dock. Maybe my flagship is 5 minutes, 41 seconds, 5 minutes, 17 seconds, but it's a really low time if it is even any repair time that's not instant repair. The flagship is built as a tank, and I have a more detailed video on that on my channel where you can go ahead and look at that in more detail with the hash codes in that video too. video's been a little bit weird with the ship builds not showing up completely correctly. I do have my flagship and one regular Punisher at X1, one Punisher at U3, and two Punishers at U2. Upgrades do help, and I'd love to know what you're getting in this target if you're following this path and you don't have an upgraded fleet. I'd love to know if there is a major difference or if I wasted my build time. Here's the path that I was using. It's going to take a little bit of practice to get it down, even though this target is actually easier than the other two I'm going to post to my channel, the level 106 and the level 905, which I have down so far to a pretty reasonable damage. But I encourage you to take a screenshot of this path here. You can pull it up later when you're doing something or just come back to the video, but take a screenshot and try and follow this yellow path. You might have to make some slight modifications for it to work for you, but this is working for me. If you copy my success, then you should have success too, right? If you have any questions on that, I'm more than happy to answer it in the comments section, and if this video did help you, go ahead and leave a like, especially if you like me posting this kind of path thing here. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut to an end screen now. There's two videos you can click on there, as well as a subscribe icon if you're not already subscribed. We're almost at 3,000 subscribers, which would be great to hit that mark. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let you go now, and as always, this is Derpy, signing out, helping you be a better pirate.